Protein-packed breakfasts are a great way to start your day, especially when it's a hot one. Michelle Dunaway is in the Heritage House kitchen whipping up a healthy, hearty breakfast.
We are back on breakfast this Wellness Wednesday from the Heritage House kitchen. This one's a great one if you have guests coming. It's also a make-ahead that you can prep and use for the week. It's an egg bake with a sweet potato kind of crust on the bottom. Lots of veggies. This is another one you can really adapt and make your own, whatever you like to have in there. We have greased our pan here with coconut oil, and then we're going to use a little more coconut oil in our pan, about a tablespoon, and cook our turkey first. So it's just ground turkey. We've got eggs, some seasonings, cheese if you want it. You don't have to. It's all totally up to you. But again, it's kind of do your own thing. We have preheated our oven to 375, and we're going to want to brown this turkey first. Add our spices. We're going to salt and pepper for sure. So really, just cutting the vegetables and cooking the turkey is the only prep you have to do for this. Then you just pop it into the oven and let it do its job. So it's something also you can make the night before, so you can just throw it in the oven the next day. That works really well. Trying to make it easy on you. Got some garlic powder, some chili powder. And again, I mean, this is all what you like too, what kind of flavors you want to bring out. A little more salt and pepper. And I love making sure you get some vegetables at breakfast, because it's just, you want to eat as many vegetables as you can a day. And if you start early and often, you're better to succeed. So, and spinach is always a good one. It's very mild, doesn't have a lot of flavor. You kind of just throw it in there. I have tomatoes because I think those are really good with eggs. You can do peppers. You can do, I mean, you can switch out and do potatoes, but obviously sweet potatoes are a little bit healthier, a little more added oomph for those, using those for the crust. So we've cut all our sweet potatoes into little thin strips, and we're just going to kind of layer them on the bottom of our greased pan. Super fun. Sweet potatoes are just so full of flavor. They're so healthy for you. All right, I'm going to turn that off and just kind of scoop the turkey, drain a little bit of the fat off of there, and sprinkle it over those sweet potatoes. You could always use turkey sausage too if you wanted to do that for even more of a breakfast flavor. Just brown it first. All right, once we've got our turkey, then this calls for a dozen eggs. So we're going to crack all our eggs, whisk them up, and then add our veggies. When I cook with tomatoes, I like to use Roma tomatoes, which are like a little bit smaller. And what I do is I cut both ends and then just squeeze kind of the guts out. You don't want all that moisture and all those seeds in there. And it's really, really easy to do. And you just kind of get rid of the guts. And then you've got just the tomato left. So chop this. All right, throw a little salt and pepper in with the eggs. Do not be afraid of seasoning. People might think I'm a little heavy-handed, but it makes everything better. All right, once our eggs are whisked, we just pour them on top of our potatoes and our sausage. And then you get crazy with the toppings. So a cup of baby spinach. And, you know, the more colorful, the better, too, I really think. That'll cook down quite a bit. Let's just layer that on top. Tomatoes. Sprinkle those babies on. And I can't have eggs without cheese, so I'm throwing a little cheese on top as well. Now we're going to pop it in 35 to 40 minutes. Our oven is preheated to 375. All right, let's pop it in. All right, casserole's been in about 45 minutes or so. We tried it about 35, and it was not quite done yet. So I think we're all good to go now. There it is. I want to just make sure it's not still gooey on the inside. And again, this is something you can assemble the night before, pop it in the oven in the morning. This is something you can bake and use all week long. Just kind of portion it out, and then just scoop. There we go. So you've got your sweet potato, you've got your turkey, your eggs, your cheese, your spinach, your tomatoes, Lots of goodness in there. Of course, you can always throw things on afterwards. You want avocado, some salsa, hot sauce, all that. Much better. There you go. So super simple, super easy. Here's to eating healthy breakfasts in 2019. If you want the recipe, head to our website, 9and10news.com. Bon appetit.